So starting the test drive in this Ram TRX, just extremely powerful. It's insane, it really is. I mean, 702 horsepower, 650 pound-feet of torque in this pickup truck is just wild. And I haven't even really given it anything yet. It's just, gosh, it's a monster of an engine. That's the best way to put it. It's insane. And it gets up to speed, and I guess where it's a pickup truck, it doesn't feel like it's going as fast as it is, but I mean, it is extremely quick, let me tell you. What's great about this truck is just driving on the road here, it's not extremely rocky or uncomfortable. And I actually like the sports steering because I feel like, first of all, it's stiffer, but also it just feels more controllable. And if you're gonna be driving this thing as a street truck, this is how you want it. Maybe having, you know, towing something behind you or hauling something, you don't want the steering to be as stiff, but in this drive mode, this is how I like it. I mean, it's effortless how this thing gets down. It's just, it's so much, it's almost like driving those Teslas. You just want to nail it every chance you get, because it's ready. There's not a huge amount of lag. Of course, it's an automatic transmission. It's not like the instant torque you get in an EV, but still, it's wild. Now, I am going to give it a bit of throttle getting on the interstate here. I don't want to give it too much because these things are pretty tail happy, just knowing the Hellcat Challenger and the Hellcat Durango the way I do. I've driven one of these before. I think it was a 22 model year, but I didn't give that too much either. So I'm gonna give it something, but I'm not gonna give it too much because, again, these things are just nasty quick and they just have so much power going to the rear wheels. So we're definitely gonna get on the interstate here and try to nail it just a tad. I've got a little space behind me. I'm gonna try and let off a little bit. Here we go. Oh my gosh. It's just insane. Oh my gosh, this ginormous truck. Just the supercharger one, everything. It just, gosh, that's so much fun. And then we have the adaptive cruise here. So that's a nice feature to have, especially on longer road trips. You want to be careful though, because you'll be burning a lot of gas driving this on a road trip. But again, if you need it, it's there. I'm going to take this down the road, an exit longer than I usually do. The ride quality here is interesting. It's a tad bouncy, not like it's annoying, but I can feel it. So that's one thing, but also just all of the feeling that you're getting in the road, especially with the sports steering on, is not even close to being an issue. This is just a very comfortable, tame ride here when I don't have my foot to the floor. And I'm passing the trucks on the right side. I know people like to get on me about driving. I know what I'm doing. I drive these roads every day. So I pretty much know what everyone else around me is gonna do before they do. But I mean, just a comfortable ride. It's a full-size pickup truck, but still, just everything that goes into the TRX, I am extremely impressed with how well this thing moves. From the acceleration to the ride quality to the braking feel. It's all just grade A in my opinion. I'm gonna nail it coming out of this corner here. Oh, that is so much fun. Can't get enough of that, just can't. And it's really not even, I mean, it's fast, but really what you get is the sound. The sound is just so insane to me. But for the price point at 113 grand, is it worth it? I mean, I think so, but there are other competitors out there. It's not necessarily a TRX, but you can get a Denali Ultimate with a 6.2 liter V8, have a much nicer interior, I think, for a little less money. But it's not gonna put a smile on your face like this does. And I wanna say I'm just very thankful for Auto Collection of Murfreesboro for letting me review this truck today. I'm actually going to review this back-to-back with an F-150 Raptor. It's not gonna be a Raptor R, but I do wanna see how this feels, pretty much a performance truck from Ram, how that feels compared to the performance truck from Ford, and kind of compare and give my thoughts based on the overall sticker price compared to what you get. And if it's really worth the change in money, whether it goes towards the Raptor or towards the TRX, because I don't know what that Raptor sticker's for. I know this one's stickers for 112. This one's a 24. That Raptor's gonna be a 23, but I still kind of want to just compare apples to apples there. Now I see why this thing gets 10 miles per gallon city, because when you're coming out of a stop, it likes to rev hard. And I do have it in sport mode now, but still, it's chugging this gas, but I don't even care. I mean, these are just so much fun. They're so cool. Now, road noise, I want to address that. These tires are pretty loud, which is to be expected, but it doesn't bother you. I've been driving this, and really I was just wondering, how loud is this thing? So the exhaust, of course, drones, which I like. The tires are not really loud, but you do hear them, and they have a nice off-road kind of thud to them. And you really don't hear much of the outside world while you're driving this either. The sound acoustics are pretty impressive in that sense. Now, I will say, driving this around town, it is big, but it's not like driving a dually or anything. It just kind of shows its size and it feels bigger where it's up higher. But I mean, this is a great truck, even for a 6-figure price tag. So if you can get one, you won't be disappointed. And this will bring me to the end of my review of this 2024 Ram TRX.